Scotty, you're next. You're inside the game.
Ryan, my friend, what's happening?
Nothing much. Scotty, give me your best defensive player before I got to go to break.
I would say it would be what's the guy, the pass rusher, Tim Williams, I guess.
That's who you're going with?
I would say, just from what I've seen right now, I would have to say he's, he has the potential to be a sack machine.
JK, you're next. You're inside the game.
How you feeling today, Ryan?
I'm very well. How are you, sir?
Running around in shoes of a clown, but everything's good on my side of town. Defensive player.
Okay.
Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, another good one. Very good one.
And the reason I say that is, was it not Mr. Harrison that snatched that touchdown out of Clemson's receiver's hands in the end zone that would have put them ahead late in the game?
Had a good one, yes.
And my surprise defensive player of the year, I asked you a week or so ago who a sleeper might be, and you said they all could be sleepers. I'm going to go with Kendall Jones out of Texas. And what I'm hearing from friends out of Texas that he makes Mount Cody look like Moundville.
Well, you look at Kendall Jones, he doesn't look to be a guy that's 360. It's not like, you're watching Bubba walk in a bar with a with a beer gut. It's a 360 that he's got it well placed, and he's just a giant. What do they call him? The Hulk?
Yep.
He could fit that role quite perfectly. And when he was here at camps, and I know there's a big difference between high school football and the SEC, he was unblockable. It's unblockable.
Hey, thanks, Ryan. It's always good talking to you. I hope to see you soon, brother.
Jolene, who's going to be that number one defensive player for Alabama in 2016? Good afternoon. You're in the game.
Well, hello, my stepson. How are you doing today?
Very, very well. How are you?
I'm blessed by the best. You know, hanging in there. Well, Ryan, I wanted to say Tim Williams, but everybody else is saying Tim Williams. I see us winning. We're going to have to lean more on the defense this year, and I want to see Minka Fitzpatrick and I want to see Marlon Humphrey step their game up, okay? And we're going to score some points with them.
And you bring up a really good comment with Marlon Humphrey, because he could be that guy that could lock down, put him out on an island by himself, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. We know Jeremy Pruitt would like to be able to blitz a little bit more. He likes to bring the heat. If Marlon Humphrey can be that guy that you can put him out on an island by himself, it gives you a lot of flexibility with your blitz packages.
Right. And I'm excited. Not normally a big, I don't know why, but I've always been a offensive-minded person, but I'm really excited about our elite defense this year. I really am. I know we've lost some great players, but you know what? My coach, Nick Saban, he's got it covered, and he's got the right assistant coach on defense.
Andrew, good afternoon, sir. You're inside the game.
My defensive player of the year is going to be Jonathan Allen.
Okay.
I'm reminded of his intensity when Alabama had to close out the Tennessee game. And now he just destroyed his man and forced that fumble down the stretch, And then after Ryan Anderson came in and forced the second fumble and Ashawn scooped it up, Jonathan Allen was on the sideline beating the mess out of a stretcher. You see that intensity and that emotional intensity and leadership, I think that he's going to be the guy.
Andrew, it's very fair. When you look at Jonathan Allen, I think he could also be one of those vocal leaders. Alabama needs some vocal leaders. They need some guys to step up. Hopefully Jonathan Allen's one of those guys.
And we as fans may need to temper our expectations for Tim Williams. The reason why I say that is because people will, probably double team him at times. And so he's used to having really fresh legs and all that kind of stuff, being situational, but he can't get a sack in every play. He's just going to have to be a good, solid football player and set the edge against the run and stuff. So we may, he's going to be good, but I think we setting the bar pretty high, and I don't know if he's going to be able to live up to that. i.e. Davian Clowney.
But I think it would be fine when you look at 10.5 sacks from part-time. That number is going to go up. Fair? You think
Don't
Tim
know
Williams
that.
is? Well, I would
If
say
he's a dominant edge rusher, he might get, they may run the ball to his side. I mean, he may not get those opportunities. That's what I'm saying. You can't carry over production from year to year just because he did it last year. No, if he's a dominant player, they're going to send some help. Just like Saban said in the spring game, hey, we got to get somebody over there. And if you double Chip, then it's going to open up maybe somebody on the other side. But to say it's going to double or go up by
no,
five,
I don't think it'll double. I mean, double would break that Derek Thomas second record. I think
That's
he can
what
get
I'm
to.
saying.
I think he can get to 15.
yeah, but I mean, saying temper the expectations. But if he got to 15, then think about it. He's playing a whole lot more snaps, so he's actually a little bit less efficient. That's all I'm saying is people are going to expect him to get a sack every time he's out there. And other teams have good offensive linemen, too.
Sure. But I think
Alabama ought to be better because Dominic Jackson not on the team. I don't care that Cam ain't on there.
Wow, that's a blow.
Dominique Jackson and Shank Taylor, as long as they on the bench, they ought to have a better offensive line.
Man, wow, Andrew, just tell us what you really think.
I just did.
You did. Josh, good afternoon. You're inside the game.
What's going on, Ryan? You doing all right this afternoon?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for calling in.
Going to talk about the best defensive player.
Okay.
I'm going to say impact player. I'm going to say go a little bit different way. I'm going to say Eddie Jackson, probably. Just because the impact he made last year, and with Jeremy Pruitt coming back, and with his, I'll say his coachability with the secondary, which I know he's not coaching the secondary, but his stats, back up, the secondary improving. I mean, when he was here and everywhere he's always been. So I think Eddie Jackson will be, I think he'll probably be the defensive MVP this year.